plants capture sunlight in chloroplasts. Chlorophyll absorbs red and blue light. Green is reflected, giving leaves their color. Photosynthesis splits water molecules. Oxygen is released as a byproduct. Stomata are pores for gas exchange. Guard cells regulate stomata opening. Roots absorb water and nutrients. Root hairs increase absorption surface. Mycorrhizal fungi help roots absorb minerals. Xylem carries water upward. Phloem transports sugars downward. Annual rings mark tree growth. Leaves fall when chlorophyll breaks down. Carotenoids give leaves yellow colors. Anthocyanins add red hues in autumn. Evergreen trees retain leaves year-round. Deciduous trees shed leaves seasonally. Succulents store water in tissues. Cacti have spines instead of leaves. Carnivorous plants trap insects. Venus flytraps snap shut with trigger hairs. Pitcher plants drown prey in liquid. Sundews use sticky tentacles to trap. Epiphytes grow on other plants without harming them. Orchids use intricate pollination tricks. Grasses dominate many ecosystems. Bamboo can grow over 1 meter per day. Seeds contain embryonic plants. Dormant seeds can survive centuries. Amphibians live both in water and on land. Frogs breathe through skin as well as lungs. Salamanders can regrow limbs. Reptiles are ectothermic, relying on external heat. Snakes detect heat with pit organs. Crocodiles have powerful bite forces. Turtles have shells fused from ribs. Birds evolved from feathered dinosaurs. Feathers provide insulation as well as flight. Hollow bones make birds lighter. Penguins have solid bones for diving. Owls rotate heads up to 270 degrees. Hummingbirds hover with rapid wing beats. Bats are the only flying mammals. Echolocation lets bats hunt in darkness. Insects are the most diverse animals. Beetles alone number over 350,000 species. Butterflies taste with their feet. Bees see ultraviolet patterns on flowers. Ants communicate with chemical trails. Termites build complex mounds with ventilation. Dragonflies have nearly 360-degree vision. Mosquitoes are drawn to carbon dioxide. Spiders inject digestive enzymes into prey. Silk is stronger than steel by weight. Crustaceans molt to grow larger. Lobsters can live for decades. Horseshoe crabs have blue blood. Starfish have no brain but coordinate movement. Sea sponges have no nerves yet filter vast water. Humans inhale about 20,000 times daily. The lungs contain 300 million alveoli. Surface area of alveoli equals a tennis court. Oxygen binds to hemoglobin in red blood cells. Carbon dioxide is exhaled as waste gas. The diaphragm controls breathing rhythm. Yawning helps regulate brain temperature. Hiccups are spasms of the diaphragm. Sneezes expel particles at high speeds. Coughing clears the airways. The immune system detects and fights pathogens. White blood cells patrol for invaders. Antibodies tag microbes for destruction. Vaccines train immune memory. The skin is the body's largest organ. Sweat cools the body through evaporation. Hair grows from follicles in the skin. Nails grow from specialized cells. Muscles contract with sliding filaments. Tendons attach muscles to bones. Ligaments connect bones to each other. The skeleton provides structural support. The skull protects the brain. The spine supports posture and flexibility. Reflexes bypass the brain for speed. Nerve impulses travel electrically and chemically. The brain's gray matter processes thought. White matter carries signals between regions. Dreams combine fragments of memory and imagination. Lucid dreams occur when awareness enters the dream. Elements cannot be broken into simpler substances. Compounds are combinations of elements. Mixtures can be separated physically. Solutions are mixtures at the molecular level. Alloys blend metals for strength. Bronze is copper mixed with tin. Steel is iron alloyed with carbon. Stainless steel resists rust with chromium. Aluminum is lightweight and strong. Titanium is both light and durable. Oxygen makes up most of Earth's crust. Silicon is the second most abundant element. Calcium builds bones and shells. Sodium and potassium regulate nerves. Chlorine balances bodily fluids. Magnesium aids enzyme reactions. Phosphorus builds DNA in bones. Sulfur shapes proteins. Trace elements like zinc are essential. Iron carries oxygen in blood. Copper aids in electron transport. Manganese supports metabolism. Cobalt is part of vitamin B12. Selenium helps antioxidant defenses. Iodine regulates thyroid hormones. Fluorine strengthens tooth enamel. Noble gases are chemically inert. Helium is used in cryogenics. Neon glows in electric signs. Argon fills light bulbs to protect filaments. The Earth rotates once every 24 hours. One orbit around the Sun defines a year. Precession slowly shifts Earth's axis. Solstices mark longest and shortest days. Equinoxes balance day and night. Calendars arose from celestial cycles. The Julian calendar preceded the Gregorian. Leap seconds correct atomic time with Earth's rotation. Sundials measure time by shadows. Water clocks used dripping flow. Hourglasses measured sand flow. Mechanical clocks use gears and pendulums. Quartz clocks vibrate with precision. Atomic clocks count electron transitions. Relativity makes time flow differently by speed. Wormholes are theoretical shortcuts in space-time. Infinity has different sizes in mathematics. Hilbert's hotel illustrates infinite paradox. Fractals embody infinite repetition in finite space. The number pi is infinite and never repeats. The sun accounts for nearly all energy on Earth. Solar flares can disrupt satellites and radio signals. Auroras occur when solar wind excites atmospheric gases. The moon is slowly moving away from Earth. Earth's rotation is gradually slowing. Days were shorter in the distant past. Earth's magnetic poles wander over time. Sometimes they even flip polarity. Volcanoes release gases that build atmospheres. Mountain ranges grow where plates collide. Erosion slowly wears mountains down. Sand dunes move with the wind. Glaciers store most of Earth's fresh water. Ice sheets expand and retreat over millennia. Periglacial landscapes form near ice edges. Fossils reveal life from hundreds of millions of years ago. Trilobites once ruled ancient seas. Dinosaurs thrived for over 150 million years. Birds are their modern descendants. Mammals stayed small until dinosaurs vanished. Primates evolved grasping hands. Human ancestors walked upright millions of years ago. Fire was one of humanity's earliest tools. Agriculture transformed societies. The domestication of dogs dates back at least 15,000 years. Cats domesticated themselves by joining human settlements. Writing preserved stories beyond memory. The wheel reshaped human transport. Mathematics emerged from counting harvests. Astronomy arose from watching the skies. The brain rewires itself with every new skill. Emotions influence decision-making more than logic. Oxytocin strengthens bonds of trust. Dopamine drives motivation and reward. Serotonin influences mood and balance. Endorphins reduce pain and create euphoria. Sleep clears toxins from the brain. Dreams blend logic and imagination. Memory is strengthened by storytelling. Learning is deeper when tied to emotion. Curiosity activates reward circuits. Awe expands perspective and reduces stress. The placebo effect shows belief can alter biology. Laughter reduces stress hormones. Gratitude shifts brain chemistry toward well-being. Breathing deeply calms the nervous system. Silence activates creativity in the brain. Nature exposure lowers blood pressure. Human senses evolved for survival, not truth. Reality is filtered through perception, not seen directly. Earth is 4.5 billion years old. The oldest rocks are over 4 billion years old. Zircon crystals preserve early Earth history. The moon formed from a giant impact. Earth's crust floats on molten mantle. Tectonic plates drift on convection currents. Subduction recycles crust into mantle. Mid-ocean ridges create new crust. Earthquakes release stored stress in faults. The Richter scale measures magnitude. Tsunamis can follow undersea quakes. Volcanoes form at plate boundaries. Hotspots form islands like Hawaii. Geysers erupt from underground heat. Geothermal energy comes from Earth's heat. Water covers 71% of Earth's surface. Freshwater is less than 3% of total. Most freshwater is locked in ice. Rivers carve valleys into rock. Deltas form at river mouths. Floodplains enrich soil with nutrients. Lakes store vast amounts of fresh water. Groundwater circulates through aquifers. Springs emerge from underground flow. Rain forms when droplets grow heavy. Snowflakes form unique crystal patterns. Hail forms in strong thunderclouds. Fog is a cloud at ground level. Dew forms when air cools to saturation. Water vapor is Earth's most abundant greenhouse gas. Relativity explains GPS accuracy. Quantum tunneling allows particles through barriers. Superconductors conduct electricity without resistance. Bose-Einstein condensates are matter near absolute zero. Chaos theory studies sensitive dependence on initial conditions. Strange attractors describe chaotic systems. Fractals show repeating patterns at every scale. Mandelbrot sets are infinite fractals. Snowflakes form fractal-like structures. River networks resemble branching fractals. Lightning forms fractal patterns. Lungs branch like fractals to maximize surface area. Blood vessels follow fractal geometry. Neurons branch fractally in the brain. Galaxies cluster in cosmic web patterns. The periodic table organizes elements by properties. Hydrogen is the lightest element. Helium is the second most abundant. Carbon forms 4 bonds, enabling life. Oxygen supports respiration and combustion. Nitrogen makes up most of the air. Iron forms the core of Earth. Gold resists corrosion. Mercury is liquid at room temperature. Sodium reacts violently with water. Chlorine disinfects water. Silicon builds computer chips. Uranium powers nuclear reactors. Elements heavier than iron form in supernovae. Isotopes are atoms with different neutron counts. Radioactive isotopes decay over time. Half-life measures radioactive decay. Carbon-14 dating estimates ages of fossils. Stable isotopes track climate history. Molecules form when atoms bond. Water is a universal solvent. Salt dissolves easily in water. Sugar dissolves into solutions. Oil doesn't mix with water. Emulsions blend oil and water with stabilizers. Soap molecules bridge oil and water. Polymers are chains of repeating units. Plastics are synthetic polymers. Proteins are natural polymers of amino acids. DNA is a polymer of nucleotides. Evolution explains life's diversity. Natural selection favors traits that aid survival. Mutations introduce variation. Genetic drift changes traits randomly. Speciation creates new species over time. Fossils record evolutionary history. Transitional fossils show gradual changes. Archaeopteryx links dinosaurs and birds. Tiktaalik links fish and amphibians. Whales evolved from land mammals. Flight evolved multiple times. Eyes evolved independently in many lineages. Convergent evolution produces similar traits. Marsupials and placental mammals show parallels. Co-evolution links predators and prey. Plants and pollinators co-evolve together. Parasites and hosts co-evolve defenses. Bacteria can share genes horizontally. Viruses insert DNA into host genomes. Mitochondria descend from ancient bacteria. Chloroplasts also came from bacteria. Symbiosis drove major evolutionary leaps. Sexual reproduction mixes genes for diversity. Asexual reproduction produces clones. Some species switch between the two. Hermaphrodites have both reproductive organs. Parthenogenesis allows offspring without fertilization. Many insects live only days as adults. Some trees live thousands of years. Microbes outnumber all other life forms.
Time is measured by Earth's rotation. Leap years adjust our calendars to Earth's orbit. Atomic clocks are the most precise timekeepers. GPS satellites correct for time dilation. The second is defined by cesium atom vibrations. The metric system standardizes measurement. Light defines the length of a meter. Mass is defined by fundamental constants. Mathematics describes natural laws. Geometry studies space and form. Algebra studies relationships of numbers. Calculus describes change and motion. Probability models uncertainty. Statistics finds patterns in data. Symmetry underlies physical laws. Asymmetry can break balance and create change. Group theory explains particle interactions. The Standard Model describes fundamental particles. Dark matter outweighs visible matter. Dark energy accelerates cosmic expansion. The Milky Way is a barred spiral galaxy. Our galaxy contains over 100 billion stars. The Sun orbits the galaxy once every 23.5 million years. Spiral arms contain dense star-forming regions. Elliptical galaxies are older and contain less gas. Irregular galaxies have no defined shape. The Andromeda Galaxy
is on a collision course with ours. Galaxy collisions can trigger starbursts. Supermassive black holes lie at galaxy centers. The Milky Way's black hole is called Sagittarius A star. Quasars are powered by feeding black holes. Blazars are quasars with jets pointed at us. Active galaxies shine brightly in multiple wavelengths. Radio galaxies emit strong radio waves. Dark matter shapes galaxy rotation curves. Ocean tides are strongest during full and new moons. Neap tides occur during quarter moons when the pool is weaker. The Gulf Stream carries warm water across the Atlantic. El Niño alters global weather patterns. La Niña is its opposite phase, cooling the Pacific. Internal waves move deep beneath the ocean's surface. Rogue waves can rise unexpectedly. Tsunami waves are barely noticeable in deep water. Upwelling brings nutrients to the surface. Phytoplankton form the base of ocean food webs. Zooplankton drift with currents. Jellyfish are mostly water. Some jellyfish can revert to earlier life stages. Sea cucumbers expel internal organs to defend themselves. Starfish can regrow lost arms. Sea urchins graze on algae. Clownfish live symbiotically with anemones. Octopuses have 3 hearts. Squid move by jet propulsion. Cuttlefish change skin color instantly. Nautiluses use chambers for buoyancy. Manatees graze on seagrass. Dugongs are close relatives of manatees. Sharks have existed for over 400 million years. Rays are flattened relatives of sharks. Whale sharks are the largest fish. Baleen whales filter food through comb-like plates. Blue whales communicate with low-frequency calls. Dolphins sleep with one brain hemisphere at a time. Seabirds can drink seawater by excreting salt. The Sahara Desert was once a lush grassland. Fossilized raindrops record ancient atmospheres. Ice cores trap bubbles of ancient air. Tree rings record droughts and floods. Coral skeletons record ocean temperatures. Glaciers carve U-shaped valleys. Moraines are ridges of debris left by glaciers. Permafrost stores ancient carbon. Methane hydrates lie frozen beneath oceans. The Amazon rainforest produces its own rainfall. Lightning strikes Earth about 8 million times a day. Volcanoes emit ash that can cool the planet. Dust storms carry nutrients across oceans. The Great Barrier Reef is visible from space. Deserts expand and contract with climate shifts. The ozone hole has begun to shrink. The greenhouse effect makes Earth habitable. Carbon cycles between air, land, and sea. Water cycles continuously through evaporation and rain. Nitrogen cycles through soil and atmosphere. Phosphorus cycles more slowly through rocks. Earth's albedo measures reflectivity. Snow and ice reflect more sunlight than soil or water. Dark forests absorb more heat than grasslands. Ocean plankton influence cloud formation. Forests store vast amounts of carbon. Wetlands absorb floods like sponges. Mangroves reduce storm damage. Coral reefs protect coastlines from waves. Small climate shifts can ripple across ecosystems. The brain consumes about 20% of the body's energy. Each hemisphere specializes in different tasks. The left hemisphere often processes language. The right hemisphere often processes spatial awareness. The corpus callosum connects the hemispheres. Short-term memory holds about 7 items. Long-term memory can last a lifetime. Procedural memory stores skills. Declarative memory stores fact. Episodic memory recalls experiences. Semantic memory recalls concepts. Memory strengthens with repetition. Sleep consolidates memories. Stress hormones can strengthen emotional memories. False memories can feel real. The hippocampus is key for memory formation. The amygdala is key for emotions. The prefrontal cortex regulates decision-making. The cerebellum coordinates movement. The brain's plasticity allows lifelong learning. Meditation can alter brain structure. Music activates memory networks. Language learning reshapes neural connections. Visual imagery activates similar areas as sight. Play cells map locations in the brain. Grid cells map spatial relationships. Mirror neurons fire when observing others. Multisensory integration combines sound and sight. Synesthesia blends senses in perception. Awe can make people feel time slows down.